President's Dialogue with the People's Tour 2013, the Fisheries Department wishes to invite fishermen at the following landing sites: Katong, Gunjur, Tanje, Brufut, Joshwang, Bakau and Banjul to an important meeting to be held at the Fisheries Department on Thursday, the 11th of July 2013 at 10 a.m. According to a media release from the said office, each landing site will be required to nominate not more than 2 representatives to the meeting. The release continued to say that very important issues relating to the implementation of His Excellency the President's promise of assistance to Gambian fishermen will be discussed, the release concludes. The 6th session of the Joint Commission between the Government of the Republic of the Gambia and the Government of the Republic of Senegal on Monday opened at the Keraba Beach Hotel. The opening was presided over by the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Susan Wafa Ogo. As we hear in this report by Babukar Kamara, the high-level experts meeting is expected to, among other things, take a closer look into issues affecting the free movement of goods and services in the region.
Inspired by prudent leadership of President Jammeh and his Senegalese counterpart, President Macky Sall, the Senegal-Gambia Joint Commission is staging its 6th session with aim of cementing more ties between Gambia and Senegal.
Your Excellencies are aware that our two presidents, the President of the Republic of the Gambia and the President of the Republic of Senegal, were resolved from the get-go to ensure that the fraternal bonds, the kinship ties that link the Gambia and Senegal are cemented in ensuring that the people, whether they are officials or whether it's a people-to-people relationship, that it functions in the best possible atmosphere.
The Joint Commission established by the two sisterly countries with President Jammeh's philanthropic magnanimity, leading to the establishment of the Commission's permanent secretariat in the Gambia, have gave birth to resolve more issues confronting the two sisterly governments and their people.
This 6th session of the Joint Commission between the Gambia and Senegal will not only provide us with the opportunity to review the points of agreement we had reached in the course of the 5th session, which was convened in Dakar in 2010, and evaluate status of implementation, but it will also provide us with the opportunity to discuss, assess and negotiate other issues which are dear to us and which are pertinent to the bilateral cooperation between our two countries.
The two-day diplomatic forum focuses on security, trade protocols and free movement of people and services. Babukar Kamara, GRTS.
As part of their commitment to complement government's efforts in keeping the country clean, the people of Kombo North, led by the Paramount Chief during the weekend, embarked on a massive cleansing exercise in Lamin Village, Gam Petroleum premises in Mandinari, and the airport entrance. Among the scores of people were the Secretary General and head of the Minister of Presidential Affairs, Honorable Mamadou Sabali, the Secretary to Cabinet, Youth and Sports Minister, amongst others. We have more in this report by Mama J.
From across the Kombo North constituency took part in a massive cleansing exercise in Kombo North. It could be recalled that in a recent concluded Meet the People tour, President Jammeh has, as usual, extended a hand of benevolence, but this one is specifically meant for Operation Clean the Nation within the Kombo North constituency to keep their area clean, as it is the first place of contact by visitors, with a tune of $1 million. The people of Kombo North have responded to this call with enthusiasm and pride. It is an undisputable fact that Operation Clean the Nation is the brainchild of President Jammeh, but the acting director of Intersectoral Services Network at the National Environment Agency, Mamadou Sawane, who was caught up at Talinding while on inspection, pointed out that it is everybody's business to partake in the monthly cleansing exercise for socio-economic development of the Gambia.
We are seeing those initiatives, so what do we need to wait for now as Gambians, as citizens? We need to continue working, take up what he has just initiated, and I just wanted to tell the Gambians that this is not an issue that we should be saying is initiated by the president alone, and so it should be taken care of by the president. In fact, we should have started it. We should have, and we should keep it on. And I would want to appeal to all our citizenry to participate.
Lamin Wayoto was the first place to be cleaned by the people, including the civilians and soldiers, with enthusiasm. This exercise was led by the Paramount Chief Alhaji Demba Sanyang, who wasted no time to register his heartfelt thanks and appreciation to the people of Kombo North for their response to the President's calls for Operation Clean the Nation, noting that it is a manifestation of their love for their leader and the country as a whole. He equally hailed the Gambian leader, describing him as someone who has the people of the Gambia at heart. From Lamin, the people moved to Mandinari, where they joined scores of volunteers at Gam Petroleum Storage Facility. Among them were Secretary General and Head of the Civil Service, who also doubled as the Minister responsible for Presidential Affairs, Secretary to Cabinet, Minister of Youth and Sports, Chief Executive Officer of Brikama Area Council, National Youth Mobilizer, Yai Compins, and Ward Councillors, among a host of other volunteers. The General Manager of Gam Petroleum expressed gratitude to President Jammeh's gesture towards enhancing Operation Clean the Nation, which he said would strengthen security for his company.
First of all, I'd like to start off by thanking His Excellency the President for the generous donation he made to the Western region for Operation Clean the Nation. As you can all see, through today's festivities, we've had everybody, it seems like, from the Western region out here at Gam Petroleum. Because of the sensitivity of this facility and it being the fuel supplier of the nation, it's important for this type of festivities to go on. Therefore, I would like to send my thank you to His Excellency the President, along with all the Gambian people involved. And it just goes to show you when two great countries can come together, what we can accomplish.
We want to thank everybody, the young people in particular, for turning out in their large numbers to come here. That's what we can do for the President. When he moves, we move with him. When he calls, we listen and do what he wants us to do, because all what he has is nothing but good intention for this country. It's only entirely good intentions for this country, to move this country to the next level. And cleaning our environment is very, very important, because it's an environment that we live in. For security reasons as well.
The Youth and Sports Minister further urged the youth of Kombo North to relentlessly cherish the Operation Clean the Nation initiative, stressing that a healthy nation is indeed a wealthy nation.
Now, for the rest of the country, the call is, as it is done here in Kombo North, we want everybody, once a month, this is just once a month thing, come out, clean your environment. We are not asking you to go to Sierra and clean that place, no, or go to Banjul and clean. In your hamlet, in the village, come out and clean your little environment. Clean it up. It's good for your health. It's hygienic. When you are healthy, as we say, then you become wealthy.
Several speakers included Fasise Alcalo of Mandinari Village, Pa Lamin Jata, National Assembly Member for Kombo North, Aja Binta Sabali, Lady President of West Coast Region, Aja Rohi Ture, APRC Chairwoman for Kombo North, and Ibrahim Jaju, Councillor for Lamin Ward, respectively commended the President for the gesture and assured the government of their unflinching support at all times. The final place for the exercise was at the airport entrance, which was cleaned up within a short period of time. Mama J, GRTS.
The Gambia Teachers Union's Cooperative Credit Union recently delivered 20 brand new motorbikes to its members, most of whom are teachers working in hard-to-reach communities. Samuel Barr reports the initiative under the Consumer Corp is one of many packages the union has in store to better the lot of members of the teaching fraternity.
The lives of the teaching fraternity was the reason why the Gambia Teachers Union Cooperative Credit Union was constituted. In partial fulfillment of a self-obliged mandate, the union recently distributed 200 motorbikes to its members, the bulk of them in the hard-to-reach schools and communities in the interior.
Established in 2001, the Consumer Cooperative has since then continued to conduct market surveys with the view to identifying the felt needs of members and introducing new products that respond to those felt needs.
This is not the first of such initiatives, but the second time under the Consumer Core unit where teachers banking with the union are receiving motorbikes from the credit scheme.